Okay, so good. Now the next thing I want to run through about how we actually creating your own one. Okay, so let's click the button plus sign. Ron, did you see the plus sign there?
Yes.
Yeah, click the plus. Good. So you can see underneath the directory. So first of all, make sure the directory is still is under the chapter 01. Okay. And now I want Ron to write a class to talk about himself. Okay. So because this program is I want Ron to talk about himself. So what's the best word for Ron to have a title for the class? Ron, what's the name you want to give to this program?
Intelligent.
So say again.
Intelligent.
Intelligence. Well, profile. Maybe profile is better. What you think? Yes, I think the profile probably is better. Because intelligence, it's probably you're talking about some brain power. But profile, he can talk about his hobbies. Doesn't really have to do anything with intelligence. So I think this is a very good name, profile. Okay. Yeah. And then you can click on create. So the Codiva gave you a default, kind of a shell program there, right? Which is fine. We can take over it. But this is the exercise I want you to do. So first thing, when you see this one here, you will notice that, again, the class name, the file name are the same, okay? When you create the class, also Ron did something very good. When he create the class, he used the uppercase for name, okay? So P is a capitalized. When P is capitalized, it indicates a class. So the first thing you want to do is what? You put the public in front of the class. Yes? Go for it, Ron. Wonderful. Okay. So the next thing is, and I want Ron to do a practice. Okay. So, oops. Ron, are you there? Who is making noise? Joshua is making noise. Joshua, can you mute yourself? Good. Thank you. Yeah, so if you're not presenting, please mute yourself, okay? That's wonderful. Okay, so Ron, I want you to delete 9, 5, all the way 9, 5 through 9. Yes, delete. So this is an empty class. Ron just built it, okay? And so we have to fill in, give the content inside the class. So we want to put everything inside. Therefore, we want to do indent. So can you do a tab on it, Ron?
Tab? Yes.
Tab. Yes. Okay. So start from the tab. We're going to write a main method. Now, this is the sentence you really need to remember, or you know where to find it. Okay. So it will be called public static void main. The sentence that you just deleted. But this is something you need to remember. Okay. So the first thing is it's a public, like I can remember it. Public static void main space main parentheses, and inside the parentheses is capitals S string and square bracket, okay, square bracket, and then outside the square bracket, give a space, and then say ARGS. Okay, and then outside the, go to the end of that sentence, space, and put curly braces. Hit enter. Good. Okay. So you see that right now we create a method. So class is outside, method is inside. Okay. And then inside the method, we will write a statement to see how we generate the code in this way. So how we're going to do that, I want Run to print 3 things about himself. Okay, can be your hobby. You can also write down what you know, how many years of programming experience. So how we're gonna write the statement? So capital S, system. Okay, every time it's a capital, that means it's a class. Then dot or period, out, and period or dot, and then the method name is called print line, ln. Okay, print ln, and then parentheses. Okay, so inside the parentheses, then go back to the inside parentheses. Then we'll have a double quote, and you can write anything inside that double quote. And the computer doesn't care. They will print whatever you write down from there. Okay? And then at the end of the statement, you need to put semicolon. At the end of the statement, right, means outside the parentheses, we put the semicolon. Okay. So they don't like it. Okay, we got some arrows there. So I cannot read very closely here. Can you put your cursor under the red cross mark and read what's the arrow said, what they say about the error messages? They say expecting semicolon, not colon. Did you put semicolon or colon there? I cannot see.
Yes, I put a colon.
Okay, so it's a semicolon. All right, so good. Now if you hit enter again, and you can repeat, hit enter there. Good. Now you can put more, you know, print there here. So whatever you want to tell me, put another thing you want to talk about it. Okay, so now repeat those statements. Did you all follow? You can do the same thing here, okay? Yeah. So yeah, you can continue to write as many, you know, things about yourself as you want to. But this is a great. If you don't have any like a cross indicate there is something wrong about the code, indicate that the computer don't understand what you're talking about, and then that means you have an error. You need to correct it. Okay. Since right now we didn't see any arrows here, the computer didn't give us like the red cross there, and that means the code doesn't have any syntax error. Okay, so everything he typed, uppercase, lowercase, you know, the method name, the semicolon, everything is okay. All right. So again, if I go back to repeat how you generate the code, right? Again, is the class is on the outside, okay? And we write the code, the next inside, it's a method. And then inside the method, we put in statement. You see that? And also see the indentation. And that's how the code is worked. Okay, you will see these patterns here again and again. So we write the code from outside and going to inside. Okay, good. So now, if you click the run button, and you will see the result here. This is great. This is great. Okay, so I'm gonna stop the recording here. I think because I don't want the recording to be too long. Okay, so it's getting hard to load into the YouTube.